bonsai is beginning to look not like a bonsai because it's been allowed to grow a little too much, so it's time to give it the old trim and get it back into shape. And this is important with bonsai because these trees are constantly trying to turn back into a larger tree, and so you've got to keep them in check or else they're going to get really long and leggy. The leaves are going to get a lot bigger. By doing your maintenance pruning and keeping the shape, you're going to keep those really tight spaces in between the leaves and smaller leaves, which will achieve the look that you want. So today we're going to make some separation between these different areas, and we're also going to clean up any growth that is along the trunk and just overall reduce the size of this plant once again. I want you to notice where this was cut previously, how it has sprouted out 3 different directions. We're going to do that on these longer stems like this. So we'll cut them back, you know, maybe right here or right here, and allow that to rebranch again to make a more dense growth on this plant instead of these long branches. And then we're also going to remove some of these lateral branches that are growing along the stem and take those out so that we can expose more of the trunk just like that. And anything like this branch that is growing parallel to the main trunk, we don't want that, so we're going to take those off as well. All right, so let's get to work. We got a lot of trimming to do here. If I'm not sure on a branch if I want to keep it or take it off, I just wait. I'll come back to it. I'd start by taking off all the ones that I know I want gone, and then I make decisions about others later on. A lot of these branches I'm just taking tips off, and that'll promote more bushiness and a fuller look. Sometimes I gotta look at it from a different perspective to see what I wanna go, where I wanna go. See this branch? This is one I've been trying to decide on, and I think it's gotta go. Sometimes I pull it down like that. What does the tree look like without it? What does it look like with it? I like how it looks better without it. I also want the top to be somewhat shaped like a triangle that'll match these lines, so I'm gonna cut the top back a little bit more. Decision time. This branch. I'm thinking we get rid of it. I think still have a nice looking tree without it. It's just too close to this, which I want to keep. Almost done for today. Done for now. As you can see, we got a big old pile here of all the stuff we took off of this plant, which is a brush cherry, by the way, Eugenia. That's all I really wanted to do today, was just kind of separate all of these different areas, cut off any unnecessary growth, and just overall maintain this somewhat triangular, irregular shape of the tree and make it where you can see the trunk lines a little bit better. So I think we got that done.